What's up, folks? Greg Mack here, the Liberty Bell Beekeeper. So, apart from being a beekeeper and a contractor and a small business owner and father and all the things that make me me, I'm also a bit of a tinkerer, and I do love taking stuff apart. Now, as a kid, I wasn't very good at putting stuff back together, but that has always been in me. So over the years, I've had a lot of different jobs. My formal training in high school at tech school was in electronics. I did circuit board level component troubleshooting, TV VCR repair, if you remember what VCRs are. Some computer programming, like computer programming, visual effects, audio visual equipment, all that kind of stuff. And I worked in electronics for 5 or so years doing Xerox copier repair. And after that, I transitioned into my general contracting career, at which another thing where you're constantly taking stuff apart and putting it back together. So I'm going to start a new section on my channel here regarding this beautiful piece of machinery. This is my 1983 BMW R100 Airhead. Now they call these the Airhead because BMW's design on their motors had their pistons come out horizontally on the sides. These pistons actuate at the same time so they don't throw you off balance. I was having a little problem. This bike has been running great, and I feel like I might have messed something up here because I started getting a grinding noise while I was riding. Initially, I started taking apart the front end, the front cover, the alternator, to access the timing chain area, which is where I thought the problem was. Well, and upon further inspection, it looks like it's deeper inside the motor. So basically, at this point, I'm going to take this bike apart and put it back together. Now, I've never done anything like this before. I'm relatively handy. I'm reasonably intelligent. I've had, some cars that required some maintenance and some repair on their own, and that's what I was doing. Throughout my entire life. Actually, my first car was a 1983 Mercury Marquis station wagon, and that required a bit of maintenance. So I have a general knowledge of machines, motors, compression, carburation, all those kind of things. So I'm going to get into taking this thing apart, and I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. Now, this is an old bike. It's 1983. It's almost 40 years old. It still runs really well, with the exception of the noise that I'm hearing at this point. But I feel like I can fix this. There's a guy that's not too far from me that is the leading mechanic for these machines. And unfortunately, the man's retiring. He's not taking on any more repair for the bikes. This guy's a nationally known mechanic, and unfortunately, I missed out. So he is offered to lend me some advice at times, and perhaps point me in a direction if I lose my way. But as of right now, I'm on my own with this bike. I do have some friends with motorcycle experience. But the guy I bought this from is a friend who I'm sure will bring in at some point to double check my work, just to make sure that I'm doing what I'm doing and it's doing it right. So just wanted to introduce my bike, who I call Mint Chocolate Chip, and show you what's going on with the next chapter of my channel. Now, I'm going to try to get into this as much as possible, as often as possible, because honestly I want to be riding it, not working on it, but right now it needs to work. So over the course of the next several days, I'm going to be tearing this bike down. I got to get into the transmission to see what's going on in there. I'm going to replace seals, crankcase seals, and everything basically that I can repair and try to get this back to a brand new clean slate and not have to worry about it. And I'm hoping to drag my son along through this and give him some experience, because when this machine's up and running and taken care of properly, it'll run forever. BMW does not mess around. They make some great motors, and these old motors are sought after. This bike is relished by the people that own them. They're traded, they're collected. There's clubs, there's all kinds of really support, a lot of support out there for this bike. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a new experience for me. I want to learn this bike from inside and out, and you know, nothing like being broken to get you involved in trying to fix something. But I hope you enjoy watching the progress. I can't wait to get it started, and I'm actually going to do a bunch today. Try to take a bunch of stuff off, tank and seat, and maybe even get into the transmission. So hope you enjoy this video and the rest to come. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, take it easy.